My name is Susan Scheinthal, and I'm the librarian at Benbrook Elementary. And I wanted to show you a little bit about the grant that we received this past year from Heart of America, and tell you a little bit about how you might want to go about applying for grants and updating your library. Part of Heart of America's mission is to make sure that there is community access to libraries and to make sure that the parents have accessibility and something that will interest them to draw them into the libraries as well. And when we received the grant, we received a whole section of parent books to draw the parents in as well as their kids. And this is it. Another wonderful thing about the grant was the furniture that we received in the library. All of the bookshelves and all of the furniture are brand new. Everything is part of America's plan to revive the library and make it a more cheerful place for children and make it easier to be comfortable in a library setting. And this is our fancy new furniture with a few chairs for kids to read in. If they're extra wonderful library students, they get to sit in the fancy chairs. And the chairs that are new to us are quite fancy as well. One of the truly wonderful things about the grant is the movable book shelving. And that was one of the things I listed as an imperative when I applied for the grant. I wanted shelving that would be easy to move so that we could get the space configured differently for different needs, for different functions. And you can see how easy they are to move. They're a little more difficult filled with books. This one is one of the few that is not filled with books, but it's a wonderful add-on to our library. This is a truly wonderful part of the library. It's the reading area that I use for the smaller children. And before the library was renovated, there wasn't an area like this. I usually just pulled up a chair and just sat wherever the kids happened to wander in and sit down on the carpet. But now they have a fancy new carpet, and my chair focuses them. They know exactly where to look when they walk in and exactly where to sit. And it's a special little area surrounded by all of the easy books. The grant also provided new technology, which was sorely lacking from our old library, and one of the things that we got was a cart with 25 iPads. And it has made a tremendous difference in how the library operates and how the children read stories when they come to visit. Before we got the grant and we started looking at the application process, we decided it was important to gather up all of the information that was relevant to the grant at hand, and we made sure that our values were in line with the Heart of America's and that our purpose in receiving the grant would match what they also were hoping to achieve. And we were very lucky that it happened. They renovate libraries and they want to make them more functional for students, and they want to make them beautiful spaces so that students can enjoy the library and feel comfortable going there, and so that they have access to technology they might not otherwise have. And I feel that having those goals helped to secure the grant, that and careful editing of the application and having all of the paperwork lined up before we actually sent it all in. Remember deadlines, there are a lot of them in grants, and make sure that you fulfill all of those requirements that are asked of you when you agree to receive the grant.